My next guest is a pillar in the filmmaker community and has been instrumental in the initiating and productions at Cinema St. Louis. And we'll talk about his 20-year celebration and what a rush event. Joining us is Artistic Director Chris Clark. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Sherry.
Sure. It's great to have you back here at STL TV.
Yes, good to be here.
You have a history. We'll talk about that a little later.
Sure.
But first off, congratulations on 20 years.
That's a long time to do anything. I don't know if I've done anything besides breathing that long in a row before, but I've had this job for 20 years now, so it's a great feeling.
Well, let's backtrack a little and tell us more about the history of Cinema St. Louis.
The organization is 28 years old. And
so you've only missed 8 years.
Yes, I only missed 8 years. In its origin, it was only the St. Louis International Film Festival. Now the organization is called Cinema St. Louis because during my time, not just because of me, but we've added 4 other additional events. So we have 5 film events annually each year that we produce.
And can you tell us more about those events?
Sure. In chronological order, I think I got them all straight in my head.
So everybody can put them on their calendar.
In March, we have 3 weekends in March. We do a classic French film festival. These are restorations of older films that have recent digital restorations.
Okay.
In April, we have our LGBTQ-themed Q-Fest event over a long weekend. Then next is we are now the local hosts of the 48-hour film project, where filmmakers are commanded to make a complete film, a short film of 8 minutes in 48 hours to the dot. If they're 10 seconds late, they are out of competition. Then next is our second largest event, which is a favorite in town, is the St. Louis Filmmaker Showcase, which is all about St. Louis area-based filmmakers. That event just turned 19. And then our flagship event is the biggest of all, the St. Louis International Film Festival, held each November.
So which are the ones that you created?
I didn't really create any of them, but I've helped build all of them. I've been the artistic director and programmer of the International Festival since I started. I've programmed selected the films, that's what I mean programming, not computer programming, for the St. Louis Filmmaker Showcase for every year. I am the producer of Q-Fest as well, so I guess 3 of them.
You're a busy guy, that's for sure. And fundraising. You know, you and I were talking a little bit before, we got on the show about, all the things that need to be done to make it happen that people might not think about.
Sure, just like any nonprofit, ticket sales don't pay the bills. In fact, ticket sales pay for less than half, generally, of the things that we do. So like most nonprofits, you require some donations by individuals or corporations or businesses or family members or whoever is willing to open their wallets and turn over a little bit. So we have to have ongoing, endless series of fundraisers to help keep the wheels on the film bus going round and round.
And let's touch base, too, on the event that you've got coming up to celebrate 20 years for you.
Yes, it's weird talking about it because actually it's an event to honor myself for my 20 years. And it's a dinner and a movie event with a local organization called Tenacious Eats. They've been doing this for probably 10 or 15 years now. And what it is, it's a sit-down, multi-course dinner, usually 4 or 5 courses with a paired specialty cocktail with each course that is thematically linked to the film that you're watching. So there's some kind of link between each course and a scene that's going on in the film. And how it works is, you're not interrupted by noise with people serving. It's not like you're in a restaurant. So you're watching the movie, and then 15 minutes or so or 20 minutes will go by, and they'll stop between scenes, and they'll stop and they'll talk about what's going on in the movie, and there's usually a host or an MC, and then they'll describe the next course coming up and why it's linked with this particular scene and what you're going to eat and what you're going to drink. For the dinner event, I know there are 5 courses paired with this film, which is about an Italian restaurant in Tribeca in Manhattan in New York, and it was selected because it's about food and it's a nice link with the event, and it was the winner of the Audience Choice Award the very first year that I was the programmer in 2000.
Oh, I love the connection.
So it means so much to me, yes.
Yeah, that is so awesome.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much. And stay with us at STL Live. We'll have more with Cinema St. Louis right after this break.